As you can see, I'm repping that BMT.
BMT. BMT. BMT.
The black man travel.
I watch my family unravel. With no man, I bought a ticket just to travel. That's the plan, to treat us just like cattle. Understand, you hear that snake tail rattle. In the boat sinking, holding no paddle. In the matrix, wanna treat us like chattel. Where's the queens at that don't wear saddles? BMT, yeah, cause black men matters. How you living, yeah, the black man shot. You keep talking, you think the black man flop. Pick your battles and now this black man's out. Now they hate what comes out of black man's mouth. This is my world, we made it, this is my land. Brazil, Colombia, back to Thailand. You can have it with Satan and do the fire dance. While I'm hopping that flight to do my dance. Catching flights, not feelings, it's a battle. So many sleepless nights, not just Seattle. Hey, the black man climbing up the ladder. Passport, no pookie, dibble and dabble. Black man travels.
The black man travels.
As you can see, I'm
All
repping
right,
that BMT.
and we are live. Hold on 1 second, family. All right, we are live. We got my man Gooch. We're gonna be talking about Nairobi, Kenya.
Oh yeah.
About Kenya,
Oh yeah.
in this video, man. So we're gonna be right back, guys. Get excited because we got some travel receipts. Got my man Gooch on here, a well-traveled veteran over there to Africa. All right, so we'll be right back.
I'm repping that BMT. No matter where I go, no matter where I be. We'll be rocking it like that, man. I love the fit of this shirt, bro.
Bro, look, I just have to get off the elevator. Look at it. The BMT shirt on. You know, we representing all the way in Thailand, man.
What's up, y'all? It's the Travel OG, and I got to do my BMT commercial, man, for my BMT shirt, man. This shirt is so dope, man. It shows off your guns, fits your muscles, gives you room at the bottom for the belly, and then you're repping the BMT brand, man. So make sure y'all pick up that BMT shirt because it's fire. It looks good. He got them in different colors, and I'm telling y'all, man, the fit, it ain't that cheap. It's a real quality shirt, man. I love it, BMT. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for blessing me with the shirt. And I'll see you on the other side. You dig?
Fellas, don't forget to check out the Black Man Travels merch store where you can purchase BMT t-shirts, tank tops, travel quote tees, and much more. All right, man. We in the building. Welcome, family, to another show. I got my good friend Gooch here today to discuss Africa. Now, I ran to Gooch out here in Colombia. You know, ran to you all the time, man. We always partied up, had a great time. What other countries you been to so far?
Well, I've been to Colombia, Brazil. I've been to Venezuela. I've been to Chile. I've been to Dominican Republic. I've been to Singapore, the UAE, Bahrain, Morocco. South Korea, Europe. Been to England, Birmingham. I've been around the world.
Oh, wow. That's amazing, man. And when did you first start traveling?
Probably like 15 years ago. Because I work on commercial ships. So
okay.
I started traveling, working with work. So it kind of like turned me on to traveling early.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a minute. The commercial ships, is that a way you can kind of travel for freely and still make money?
Yeah, because we're transporting like goods all over the world. So we might drop a load off in England or the Middle East, but then you have like 12 hours to hang out, or we might be there for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of really like got me on to like traveling. The first place I hit overseas, I think, was Germany, and I had a blast. Yep.
Okay, so you're not even flying. You're pretty much traveling on the ship to get there.
Yep.
Oh, that must be nice. Now, if some brothers want to get involved in this, or they might want to look into that career field, like what exactly career is that where they can travel on the ships and everything?
You just got to join the union. Is merchantseafarers.org. We always need people because they pay you well, but it's a high turnover rate, because you're always on the ship because you have to actually live on the ship when you're working, so you're paid well when you travel, but it's like, it can get crazy out there, hurricane season and all that stuff, so yeah, man, but yeah, we always need people. So if anybody wants to join, just reach out to me, or we can drop the link or whatever, we always need people.
Okay, so let me ask you this now. What's the name of that movie, Captain Phillip? Do you have to deal with it? This might be a stretch, but do you have to deal with like the pirates or anything when you're going around Africa?
I actually was in the Middle East when that was going on, and I'm actually happy that happened because the pirates were attacking us for a long time, but nobody wasn't taking it serious. Nobody was taking it serious though. But after they captured that ship, they started taking it serious. Now the military's out there and stuff because they're just like pretty much robbing you. But once the military's out there, they really can't do anything,
Okay, so how does like the little boat come on that size of a ship and able to rob? Like, what are they taking? Like, they can't take any cargo, right? So what are they trying to take?
I mean, some pirates, the captain keeps like 20, 30,000 and cash on them. So like they'll either take that, or sometimes they'll take the whole ship. And they'll hold the ship ransom, because these ships is big money. It costs like millions just for fuel. So they'll capture the ship and just hold it, be like, just pay us a million or whatever, you can have your ship back. But every time the ship's not moving, they're losing money to hold, because they have to pay us. You got to pay the whole crew. You got to fuel and cargo and all that stuff.
All right. So did you see the movie Captain Phillips?
I never watched it. Okay. I never watched it.
I just want to see, like, was it reality or was it a little stretch with the Hollywood? You know how Hollywood always puts their little sauce on it.
Well, I heard the movie was pretty much true, but I heard Captain, nobody really liked him in real life, though. Nobody liked the Captain in real life, but yeah, I think it was pretty much a true story.
Okay, and let me ask you before we get into Africa. Is there like certain rules that you have to abide by on the ships? Like, is the captain like in charge of everything, all the employees? Like, how does that work?
Well, you can't drink on the ship. We can't bring alcohol on the ship. You can't drink on the ship, and there's no like fighting or whatever. But yeah, and the captain, his rules is it's like law pretty much. Like, it's almost like not like the military, not so much like the military, but you still can get in trouble for going AWOL and all that stuff, So like the captain rules is pretty much law on the ship,
Okay, and it's like, are you under some type of contract, some employee contract, where you have to, abide by this until you get paid or something like that, to the duration of your contract?
Yeah, union. We're on union, so once I sign articles to go overseas, I can't leave the ship until the ship comes back to the U.S. But if the ship's in the U.S., I can just give them 48 hours, like I'm leaving in 48 hours, and everything's all right.
Okay, and how long do y'all go out for? Is it like a week, 2 weeks from the States, or how long is that?
What you mean, like to get overseas, or how long I'm actually on the ship?
Yeah, when you leave, America, you're docking in America. When you leave to go on your voyage to, go around the world, getting cargo, how long usually?
Well, it's not really a usually. It's where you're going at, because I know like some ships we can get from the U.S. to Europe in like a week. I was on one trip. We had a whole trip. We went around the world. It took us like 80 days to go around the world. And I think from like the East Coast to the Middle East might be like 7 days, 10, almost like 2 weeks. Like maybe like 2.5, like 3 weeks from the East Coast to the Middle East on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends. We might have a load going from the East Coast to Europe. We might have a load going from the Gulf to the Middle East back to the U.S. We might have a trip we're going around the world. Or I might be on a coastwise tanker going from Texas to Florida. So it all depends.
Nice. Now let me ask you this, man. Now you've been pumping Kenya for a minute, bro. You've been sending me messages for a minute. I think we had this interview scheduled for a long time ago. You kept telling me, Aaron, Kenya, bro. Kenya, you missed out on Kenya. I'm like, okay, I'm checking it out. You be sending me receipts. Why do you like Kenya so much? Is that like, overall your favorite country, or just, in Africa?
I think it's overall because you feel at home here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel at home. Everybody has they have a humor here. People genuinely are cool with you. I have like local friends here who invite me out to party with them, whatever. And the women are real professional, but they're available too. So it kind of reminds you of the U.S. But they're not as entitled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about.
So you feel at home pretty much.
Okay, when you say you feel at home, do they speak English fluently, or is it what's the language there?
They speak, I think, Swahili. They have local languages, and everybody speaks like English. Everybody speaks English.
Everybody speaks English. Okay. So that makes a big difference that you can communicate to people. Big difference, guys.
Big difference. Big difference.
All right. So, what's the culture? Is it Muslim, Christian? What's the culture there? Is it, religious?
All right. So I told you, I've been all over
liberal.
So I told you I've been all over the world, and Kenya reminds me of England so much. As far as they have the same weird humor. They drink a lot like England. They act just like English people, exactly to me. So they have that weird humor, and they drink a lot, and they're friendly, and everybody's real like social, and just it's like an upbeat drinking culture.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Now, I think you said it. You say it's like England. So when the videos get the vibe, is it similar to Atlanta as well? Because you were saying it's kind of like Atlanta.
Oh yeah, it's a black city, so it's similar to Atlanta as far as the nightlife and clubs, but as far as like culturally, they don't show off like us in the U.S. Culturally they're more like English, just like the drinking and their humor. But people wise, it's more like Atlanta because it's clubs everywhere. Everybody goes to the club, partying. But the clubs, people really aren't showing off though. People just drinking and talking to each other. There's not really that show off culture here. When you go to more like Nigeria, they show off more in Nigeria, and I heard they show off more in South Africa a little bit. I heard. So, but here they're just drinking culture here, not really show off culture.
Oh, okay. And what's the cost of living there? Is it expensive? Is it moderate? Is it cheap? What's the cost of living there?
I think it's moderate here. It's moderate. You can get you a decent apartment for around 700, 800. But people come here and they think Africa is really cheap. And it's not as cheap as people think it is, but it's reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me show this real quick because you were showing me some receipts. So let me pull this up real quick just to kind of give you guys some how it looks in the infrastructure. I want to give a shout out before I do that to Andre and Andrea from Love Crossing Borders. Man, I really appreciate that. Colombian pesos. I know it's Valentine's Day out there, or Valentine's Day weekend out there in Colombia, which is Christmas is a big holiday. So I know you out there celebrating, man, but I definitely appreciate the 40 meal, man. Appreciate that. Okay. Shout out to you. All right, so let me pull this up real quick. Let me take this down. Kind of give you just how it looks out there a little bit. Let me share this on the screen. Hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go. I can't show all the pictures, but I'm gonna show a few. I'm gonna show a few, fellas. So here we go. So it's just like a view, just like how is this downtown area right here?
Yes, this is in Westlands. This is in my apartment right now on the balcony. The Westlands. This is the nice part of downtown.
Okay. And what's the weather like? Is it really hot? Is it cool?
It's actually cold right now here.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually cold. It gets cold for one day, then it'll warm up one day and it gets cold. So it's kind of like
it really
moderate.
is kind of like Atlanta weather. Like really, that's
Yeah.
how it is out there.
Yeah.
All right. So these are some apartments right here. Oh, that's nice, man. Very nice.
I think that's something different. That's Columbia.
Okay.
I think that was Columbia right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, that's it. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's where
And
I'm at right now.
what they use the shilling? Like what's the currency out there?
They used oh man, don't mean forget. I think it's shillings, but they have this thing called
hold on. Let me
peso.
back.
You can't show that.
Oh, my bad, fellas. My bad. Let me get that out of there. Right,
I'm worried about you. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? But they have the digital currency here that's so cool that you can get on your phone, and it works so easy out here. It's called Pesa. M-Pesa is called M-Pesa, but you can like put on your cell phone and you just pay off your phone like Cash App. But everybody uses it, and it's so convenient.
So is that their actual currency? Like, does it fluctuate? Like the American dollar is stronger and it goes a long way out there, or how does that work?
Yeah, the dollar definitely goes a long way out here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely goes.
All right. So, and let me ask you this, man. Like, what's the safety factor out there? Is it dangerous? Is it moderate?
It's moderate here. The only thing you're going to get is maybe somebody might try to take your cell phone, but it's real safe here. It's real safe. I think like I heard South Africa can be a little bit more dangerous, but here I haven't had any issues. I heard it's a little crime here and there, but I haven't seen anything. At nighttime, I can walk anywhere. Mm-hmm. The worst thing you're going to get here sometimes is the police might want to bribe from you. You know, it is what it is. The police might want to bribe from you. You know, you pay them a little something, and that's it. That's pretty much it. But the police pretty much got everything in line around here. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that happens worldwide. That's everywhere. That's everywhere besides the West. You know, that's pretty much. They're coming at this point. All right. And what about the food? Is like the food good out there as well?
The food's all right. They got some local food.
Okay. I know we from the South. I tell you, because we go back and forth. We got the best food, Texas or Georgia. So we expected macaroni and cheese and ham and all that.
Yeah. The food is all right. I'm gonna be honest. You know, the food is all right. It's all right. It's not, you know, it's not it's not Texas, you know, but you know, it's all right. They got some local food called the Gali. They cook and it's all right, you know. So it's all right. It's not the high point.
Okay. All right, we got 40 in the room. Do me a favor. I know it's super early in the States right now. On the East Coast, it's probably like 4 or 5 in the morning. I know most of you guys gonna catch us on the playback, but still, if you are here, I appreciate it. But still, do me a favor, hit that like button for your boy. So let's jump right into it, man. You know the dudes waiting. What's the dating scene out there, Nairobi, man? What's the dating scene like?
All right, let me tell you, pretty much.
I'm gonna show a few receipts if I can. I'm gonna show just a little, but go ahead.
Well, out here, it's like pretty much all the women have like jobs. But they really don't get paid that much. So it's kind of cool. You can get like a regular chick, or you can get a chick that needs a little help here and there. But things kind of go your way out here. So it's kind of like, it's like a modern, but it's real easy. It's like being in Atlanta on easy mode, but you don't have to show off.
My bad, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's pretty much Atlanta on easy mode.
Okay.
It's pretty much Atlanta on easy mode. You can get whatever you want out here. You can get a girlfriend right away. You can get some chick if you just want to hang out with. And it's like Atlanta on easy mode. You know, a lot of chicks have their own jobs here, and they might want a little help here and there, you know, but you can get whatever you want out here. Girlfriend right away, fun right away, whatever you want. They're available.
Okay. I'm trying to see some give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up some some PG-13 stuff. Hold on. Give me 1 second so we can show the. Okay, here we go. That's a good one right here. So.
Yeah, man, we gotta show these guys, man. Africa, man, ain't what you
There we
think.
go. There we go. She's
That was
pretty,
actually in Ivory Coast. That was in Ivory Coast, Abidjan. I was just over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
French Ivory Coast. Yeah, she was bad.
Okay, nice. That's you. Let's see if we can show this one. That's just you. You know, probably in the club. I see. All right. I'm trying to find that.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. Because you sent me so many pictures, I don't want to show too much, but I'll find some. So you say it's like a lot on easy mode. If guys are planning on a visit out there, let's just say for a couple of weeks, should they do some pipelining, pre-gaming, or you just pull up and they just go?
Nah, you should pipeline, either on Tinder or Bumble, and yeah, you should pipeline, and then like the clubs are everywhere, but I recommend the main club is Brew Bistro in the Westlands. That's for your guarantee club. It's a lot of clubs, but Brew Bistro in the Westlands, that's like your guarantee where you always gonna, get the chicks you want no matter what. But it's clubs everywhere, it's endless clubs. But pipeline before you come out here. It's okay. I think it's pretty much mandatory.
And what's like the best social dating site pipeline?
Tinder. Tinder, I think, is number one. Then you got Bumble might be number 2, and number 3, Afro Introductions. Yep, that was like this weekend. That was this weekend in the club.
Okay, very nice. All right, very attractive young ladies.
Yeah, people don't know, man. Huh? I think that was the Loft, I believe. The Loft. I think that night we were like club hopping together. We hit like 3 or 4 clubs in one night together.
You and the 2 girls.
Yeah. It's 3 of them.
Oh, okay, player. All right. all right. Now let me ask you this, man. As far as do they give Americans more play, or is it just they don't really care about that?
You know what it is out here? I think Americans definitely get more play out here. They definitely get play. And I hear the local guys kind of like just mess with girls off vibes, but they know if they mess with American, it's going to be a little bit more beneficial in some way. Maybe you can take it to a nice restaurant, or maybe you can help her out here and there. So they kind of like they actually, you can see more of the prettier chicks out here with more like the Western men, and they love American men out here.
And that's I see she in that kitchen. What you got going on over there?
Oh man, I had to cook me some of that local food. She kept telling me the name of it, but I keep forgetting the name of it. But she kept telling me, but they cook for you they cook for you and all that here.
Very nice. So even though they have jobs and everything, they still kind of cook for their man and all that good stuff. Take care of the home.
Yeah, that's one of the perks out here, because you can get actually like a chick that seems modern on like the surface level, but at home they still cook for you. They listen to you. Whatever you say, that's what it is. So yeah, it's the best of both worlds.
Okay, and is it like as far as dating? I know you mentioned the social media and everything like that. Is it, because I know in certain countries and cultures, they don't really do cold approaching. They don't really talk to the women in stores and grocery stores. Is it okay to kind of approach a woman in public and everything and just have a conversation with her?
Yeah, you can cold approach. I hear it's just all off vibes. They're upbeat, they're cool. It's all off like vibes off here. You can talk to girls anywhere. You can meet a girl in the grocery store, the mall, anywhere. Cold approaching is already out here. Yep.
Okay, and is it anything like, as far as like tribalism or anything like that, or like is it different tribes, they might act a little different or anything like that going on?
Well, they have different tribes out here, but it's not like hardcore like some places. They have different tribes out here, but they only really talk about the tribes when it's really like election time out here. But in general, that's like what they do when they go back to their small towns and like villages. But like certain tribes are known for certain like things, but it's not really like a big issue. They don't really talk about it too much out here.
Okay, and is it? Do you have to pay a dowry to the family or anything if you decide to take it seriously and get married out there? You have to pay the dowry to the family.
No, I don't believe that's a thing out here. I think that's more like in West Africa. On that level, they're a little bit more like Western and modern over here. You don't have to like pay anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear of it. Yeah.
Okay, very nice. And you saying it pretty much, when you from America, they kind of feeling you a little bit, because you got a little bit more, you're from the West, basically.
Yeah, because they know it's going to be a beneficial relationship somehow. Maybe you might have a nice apartment, or you might take her to a nice restaurant, or if she needs a little help, you can help her out. Because the locals here, they're kind of like, I mean, they're cool, but they kind of like, they're more on vibes with the girls. So they don't really like, they're just trying to do vibes, but they know when they mess with a Western person, it's going to be something they're going to get out of it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And as far as like, a budget you would need, let's just say you guys want to go out there for, let's just say a month, like a monthly budget. What would be a good monthly budget? You say you want to go out on the weekends, have a good time, date. What's a good estimate, you would think?
I think you can do it here for like $3,000. $3,000 the whole month. You'll be all right. Because like as long as you just watch how you like partying, because partying is really cheap here too, So cook, you can hang out, it don't cost much. And out here, like, because you can go out, grab a drink here and there, and it's a lot of places. The Ubers are really cheap out here, So yeah, $3,000 should be enough for a whole month.
Okay, now have you been to any other countries? I mean, I know you said you've been to other countries, but do you prefer Kenya more than Tanzania and all the other stuff, other countries?
Well, I haven't been to Tanzania yet, but I'm going there like next year. I heard Tanzania is like a lot of people love it out there, and I've been to Ethiopia, I've been to Ghana, and I've been to Ivory Coast and Morocco, and Kenya is my favorite so far.
Okay.
Ghana was all right, but Ivory Coast you gotta learn French out there, man. It's a hidden gem, Ivory Coast, man. But you gotta know French. You gotta know French.
And what country you have to know French in?
Ivory Coast. It's Abidjan. I think people just call it Ivory Coast because we can't like the actual like country name is like it's hard to say it.
Okay.
But I was in Abidjan.
Okay. All right. Nice, man. Like I said, you've been telling me about Kenya. Even when we was in Colombia, you was telling me about. You was like, bro, you gotta go to Kenya, man. You gotta go to Kenya.
Because like the thing I like about out here, it's like, I mean, the thing I like about Colombia too, like out here, like all the girls, they kind of hang out with you. They spend time with you. Like really, a lot of them don't want to leave. They come to my apartment, they don't want to leave. So you got to kind of like, like, all right, it's time to go. Like it's like you get more like the guys that like GFE and girlfriend experience, just hanging out with you and stuff, and all that stuff. You get that here like easy. If you want a girlfriend, you get that easy. Yeah, so all that stuff is kind of like easy, yeah.
Okay. Now, is it like a polygamous culture? Can you have like more than one woman there, or is it they just want you solo?
Yes, you can. The women out here, it's like they're almost Western, but like you kind of have like leverage. So as long as you tell them what it is ahead of time, be honest what you want, they'll be like, all right, okay. You just got to tell them what it is out here, and a lot of girls. So
if you tell a woman, say I pull up my dating a woman and I say, you know what, I love you, I'm having a great time, I want to spend, I want to marry you, take it seriously, but I'm not a one woman guy. I need at least another woman. They're gonna be cool with that.
I don't think not all of them, but some of them will, but not all of them. It's like
do you have to buy them separate houses, or you think you can have them all in the same home? I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? I just asked it.
You know, I heard a few people doing it. Some people have separate houses that I heard of, but yeah, every time I heard about it, you got separate houses. But you just gotta, I think with that, you just gotta make your own, like how you want it, and just tell everybody. As long as they're on the same page, you know, it'll work out.
Okay. Very nice, man. I can't wait to visit, bro. Like I said, I've heard a lot of good things about Kenya. But let me ask you this, man: was you not feeling Ghana at all? Or did you suggest brothers go to Ghana and kind of like maybe skip around Africa, or you just focus on the East Africa portion?
You know what? I feel like you should hit a lot of different like countries and see what best fits you in Africa. Because a lot of people think that South Africa is just like Ghana, just like Kenya, like Tanzania, and these countries, man, are completely different, man. I'm talking completely. They got a different like energy. They got different looks. It's like they're completely. So Ghana it was all right, but it just wasn't the best like for me, you know. But yeah, but I heard like South Africa is real Western. It's great Western. But some people love it down there. Some people don't love it. Some people love Tanzania, you know. But I recommend you check out like 3 or 4 countries. But thing like East Africa, you got like a bunch of countries in one area, so you can hit like Tanzania, you can hit Kenya, you can hit Ethiopia, you can hit Rwanda. They're all like within like a 2-hour flight, you know.
Oh, and by the way, like, because I know that's on the other side of Africa. Like, what's the flights usually? Like, I know you've been traveling shipping wise, but do you know around how much it would cost to fly from the East Coast of America out there to East Africa?
You can catch flights around like maybe like 600 on the low end.
Really?
On the low end. On a high end, it can be like, you know, like 800, 900. It gets up there. Flying to Africa, you know, and flying around Africa, the price tickets ain't as cheap when people think. Like the prices can get up there, you know, sometimes.
Okay. And you say as far as like the transportation is concerned, they pretty much just use Uber. You can just Uber around.
Uber, yeah, it's real cheap too, like $1 or $2 to get everywhere. You know, it's pretty cheap. The Uber's really cheap everywhere I went so far. The Ubers are real cheap out here.
Now, would you drive out there, or was the traffic kind of crazy, like that third world crazy traffic?
Nah, you know, I've been traveling long enough and heard enough horror stories from Dominican Republic to just around the world that I don't like driving overseas. I don't recommend anybody do it. Some people just want to do it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it because, you know, when something goes wrong, they always blame us, you know, and you got to pay. And so I don't recommend. And here, I think they drive on the other side of the road too. The wrong side. So I wouldn't drive here. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, if we just
I thought it would throw me off, but I got used to it. You know, so now when I go back to America, I'm like, I gotta flip on the other side because I drive a motorbike. So it's like I'm used to it now, driving on the left side of the road. Every now and then I gotta, you know, like, okay, which side is it again? You know. But
yeah.
Get back to America, it's like, oh man, I gotta flip back on the other side. And then what kills me is like the car. See, I haven't drove a car over here, but you know the car, the steering wheel's on the other side, on the passenger side. So that's always kind of throwing it off too. It's on the opposite side too out there, steering wheel.
Yeah, the opposite side. You know, the English had them too, colonized them. The English colonized them, so everything's on like the English do it. Everything's on the opposite side. Yeah, so I wouldn't. Yeah, you can do it, but I'm too afraid. I'm drinking all the time too. You know, so that I couldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
And do you run into a lot of other foreigners out there, a lot of other Americans, a lot of brothers? Like, what's the touristy makeup or the people that's, you know, foreign makeup?
Honestly, you see more like white boys out here, but there's a few brothers come here and there, but it's more like white dudes out here. You see them like Indians and white dudes. You know, you rarely see Black Americans. And sometimes when I like they come here, I meet them on like Facebook or like do a group chat, and they're like, all right, let's all party together, whatever. But just seeing them, I rarely see them out here, Black Americans.
So we missing out basically. You really missing out because they really rock with us.
That's what I'm trying to tell. We need more brothers to come out here because like You know, the white boys are they having all fun without us.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me catch these super chats real quick, man. I got Big Ben in the building real quick. Shout out to Big Ben to our super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says the woman in Nairobi were very cooperative and submissive. No P for P necessary. No Tupac swag necessary. Hey, man, I'm saying about the bald head, man. You know what I'm saying? You can just be yourself. Just connect with a few online for your trip, and you're going to have a great time. You know,
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's real. That's real. It's not like having some good, genuine fun, man. Shout out to Passport Mastery TV. He's also a member. Shout out to you. $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. He said, shout out to BMT, my fellow AT alien. Hey, bro, I think we need to head out to Kenya, man. We need to bring that AT alien out there to Kenya. That's what it sounds like. You know, you see, I mean, my man bringing receipts. He bringing receipts in here. He's saying the women are, you know, pretty legit over there. Terrio said, that's crazy. All right, that's what's up, man. He said, I am from Kenya. Somebody said, okay, this is a good one right here by Joey Zaza. He says, been on the fence about Nairobi or Cali, Colombia. This was just, have you been to Cali, Colombia?
No, I haven't been to Cali. I only been to Cartagena, Medellin, and what's the other one? I've been to a few other places, but I didn't go to Cali. I want to go to Cali because, you know, I love the darker Colombians, Afro-Colombians, but nah, I haven't been yet.
Okay, now let me ask you this, man. You know, in your travels, what do you suggest for a first-time traveler? Guy who just want to get out of the States for a while. What do you suggest? Just want to go out, weekend warrior, have some good time.
I mean, it's still Dominican Republic, Colombia, you know, Cartagena, you know, VR, you know, get your feet wet, you know, get your feet wet, right. See what's going on. Yeah, then after that, you can upgrade, you know, you can go to Brazil, you know, got your Thailands, you know what I'm saying? You know, come over here, man, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're doing. Pipeline a little bit, because it's like a real place, it's like, it's not really like a set place here just to go where everything is, you know? You got to kind of like, you know, talk to people and figure it out, you know?
I mean, the cool thing about it, man, is the fact that they speak, you know, perfect English. That makes a big, big difference. Because when I was, even when I was in Cambodia, I just saw people speak, you know, English here in Thailand as well. But believe it or not, in Cambodia, they speak even better English. I was kind of surprised. They speak English like the Philippines. Yeah, and if they don't understand you, I might have pulled out my translator one time in Cambodia. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it out that much in Thailand either, you know, but that makes a big difference when you can kind of show off your personality. You know what I'm saying? You can really vibe with a woman, you know, and instead of you trying to, you know, you can speak broken Spanish, you know, because women in Latin America, they definitely will, you know, deal with you if you're trying to learn Spanish. You know, they're respected more. But when you already know the language, you just hit the ground running. And the interactions is so much different. I can't tell you how many times I approached beautiful women in Colombia or Brazil, and it just was just like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, after the greet, it's like, okay, what do I say now? Not so much in Spanish, because I know enough Spanish to kind of communicate, you know, for interaction, but, you know, Portuguese, it's just like so many beautiful women with the froze out that you really want to conversate with, especially when you go to, you know, places like Casablanca, Rio, out there in Madureira, you know what I'm saying? All the women,
I heard.
Afros. Yeah, man, it's popular.
I heard. I want to go.
And they really listen to our music. They really listen to our music, right? But I'm sitting here like thinking that they might know our, you know, language because they, you know, vibe to the music. They vibe with the music, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Now, let me ask you this about the music. Do they play their music mostly so, or the clubs they still playing, you know, mostly American? Yeah.
Bruh, Afro beats is king around here, bro. Afro beats. Afro beats. That's all you get used to. That's all you're gonna hear around here, the Afro beats. They might play a little hip hop here and there, other stuff here and there, but it's mostly like Afro beats. That's it.
I was 100% shocked when I was in Cambodia and I was hearing hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like at all the clubs, I was just like, wow, they really playing Cardi B and Nicki Minaj out here. Like it's just our music has crossed all type of cultural boundaries, man. And you know, some people don't like it, some people do. And I like to listen to the local music as well because they are, you know, every country that I've noticed that I've been in has a local hip hop scene where it's kind of like their style of music. Like even Thai, you know, Thai rappers out here. And I heard some Cambodian rap that was actually kind of dope. I was like, man, that, you know what I'm saying? That's Kabad and rapping. I'm like, the beat fine too, you know, because their voices sound different. So you're like, what's that? She's like, oh, that's a local rapper. Right? So it definitely makes a difference, man, when you kind of vibe out like that out there, man. It's a beautiful thing. And being American, man, and being from what I like to call at this point a popular culture. You know what I'm saying? A popular culture where people are familiar with some of the movies and some of the music. Then they get to actually see and talk to Americans, especially if they try to learn English. One of the biggest lines ever in South America is "Teach me Spanish, and I'll teach you English." You know what I'm saying? Because most women want to learn English, especially in Brazil. I had so many, friends for like the language exchange out there in Rio. Like just a phone. That we try to talk English. They already kind of. It's funny because with English, it's like English is a basic language, right? You understand that when you start learning different languages, you start to understand that, damn, English is kind of simple. But they think that it's not because they overcomplicate it. And I'm sitting here talking to this Kamagra, this Cambodian woman. I'm like, you know English. She's like, no, my English is bad. I'm like, you're speaking English right now. I understand everything you're saying. You understand everything I'm saying. It's just some words, I'm saying, have different meanings in English or have multiple meanings in English. So that was confuses them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be little simple things that makes them refrain from really being comfortable speaking English with them. But you get them a few drinks, they going to be speaking, especially if they get mad. That's the one thing I learned about foreign women. When they get mad at you, it come out perfectly then. I'm like, I thought you didn't speak English. You sitting there cussing me out English right now. All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to Sky here Brown and $9.99 super chat. Man, I really appreciate that. I know you guys are up. I know it's super early. But thank you for coming through and checking us out, man. He says, I was just in Nairobi in July. Kenyan women are very generous and accommodating. Let's just say that I could have who I want, how I want, and when I want. One girl brought her cousin with her. All right, man. You hear it here first, fellas. All right. I know we do a lot of light on Colombia, Brazil, you know what I'm saying? Recently Thailand, but these guys are coming with receipts, man. Receipts. Would you say Kenya is a place where you can find, just a average, working Joe brother, maybe 30s can find a good wife and start a family?
Yes, because these women, they have they'll remind you of what you know, but at home they'll give you what you're not used to. You know what I'm saying? They'll cook for you. They'll listen to you, but when you have they're smart. They all went to school. They're educated. You can have a real conversation with them. You can laugh and talk and drink with them and stuff. But then she'll go make you something to eat. So it's kind of like their personality is number one here. The personality is why I like Kenyan women so much. To me personally, their personality and the vibe here is unmatched.
Nice. And is, if I'm not mistaken, is that where a lot of you can take them on a lot of safaris and stuff in Kenya as well?
Yeah, I really don't do safaris in Africa. I haven't done one yet, but when you start going to safaris in Africa, they cost a lot of money. That's the real tourist prices. They don't play around. They 800, 500. It's no joke. When you go to safaris, they charge, and that's it's not cheap. Those safaris ain't cheap at all in Africa. That's where they make their real money at. It's all tourists, and you gonna pay for those safaris.
Okay, and what about the museum? Have you visited any museums out there, or do people go to museums out there?
I'm gonna try and do some more tourist things. I haven't really, but I think they have a big park out here. They have a tour. They have a lot of tours and stuff here too, but I haven't really done it yet though.
All right. So I have a question. He says from DC Big Oso Ya. Now you guys with these YouTube names, man. Let me say it again. DC Big Oso Ya. He says, hey bros, I have a question. Have you been to Ghana? You've been to Ghana. If so, if it's true that the waist to hip ratio is insane. Waist to hip ratio. I think you're talking about the bodies. Probably the waist.
Oh yeah. Oh, West Africa, man. They're thick, man. Ivory Coast, Ghana. Yeah, man. Oh man, yeah. Most of the women, they got it. Natural bodies. Thick.
Yeah. Kind of like this one right here. Hold on. It's a little slim thing you got over here. Hold on. Let me move that real quick in a second.
And to be honest, I think that's Ghana right there. To be honest,
Okay, that's Ghana.
that's Ghana. That's Ghana.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. You know I got it. Hold on. Let me take it off because I know you sent me a lot. So hold on. You definitely
Show them
sent me some
receipts.
receipts. Yeah, you
And tell them
definitely
to show the
sent a lot.
receipts.
You know, my goodness. All right, I got that right there. Okay, so that's pretty much. Hold on. Ooh, nice, man. I wish you guys can. We gotta do a Patreon, bro. We gotta do a Patreon.
Hey, show the receipts. Tell them to show the receipts.
All right, hold on. Let me see. This is a cutie right here, though. Let me see here. Nice looking sister right there.
Oh yeah, I think that was in Ivory Coast. That was in Ivory Coast.
So
they got a whole different. And Ivory Coast, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Ivory Coast, man. They got a swag that's out this planet, man. It's like because they got the French influence, and then they got the West African influence, and the way they dress and stuff, man. Oh, it's a whole other planet out there, man. Ivory Coast.
Okay. All right. Let me give me 1 second. Let me. You got a lot of. Oh man, I wish I could show that picture right there. Yeah, we definitely gotta do a picture. Man, these bodies are insane. I'm looking at these bodies. Okay, I think I can't even show that one either. I was thought to show me one. All right, that's enough of the receipts. All right. We'll do a Patreon soon, man. We'll do a Kenya Uncut soon.
Oh man, hey, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's what's up, man. So what's next on the travel agenda, man? Any other countries coming up?
When I leave here, I'm going to Kampala, and then that's it. But next year, I think I'm gonna probably do Brazil and Tanzania next year.
Nice.
I gotta do Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil's an amazing country, man. And I know you like to wild out, so that's definitely country for that. Definitely country.
And I only
even if you're not trying to wild out, you're gonna wild out in Brazil. It's too hot, man, bro. Listen, I was trying to do right, act right. Okay, because I got adjusted to living there after about I think 4 or 5 months. You get adjusted. You're like, okay, I can't keep going out, right? But then the AC in the whole building go out. They have central air, right? So it's like 100 degrees outside. It's like a stove in the building, right? So you got to be out. And then once you go out, you're gonna be going out. You'll leave. Say if you leave the house, most times you get to the beach around 2, 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So, you're not gonna get back to the house till like 6 in the morning every time.
Man,
every time. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Rio, man. I'm I'm definitely doing Rio next year, man. I got to do it.
I looked up because I picked an area behind Zuka where it's like a school. It's like behind Zuka is like kind of like the suburbs out there, from Copacabana area. So they have a school out there, and a lot of people go to school and they teach English. So that little area, they tend to speak a little bit more English, So I looked up.
All right, that's cool.
He said, how long does it take to adjust to a country? In my opinion, I would say 5 months to a year. You know what I'm saying? Because when I left Brazil, I stayed in Brazil like 7.5 months. That's when the doors open. When I started hanging with the locals, that's when every time Colombia, you're not gonna experience. You experience dating different women. They take you around everything, but until you get cool with the locals, like the guys, they can really kind of put you on something. It just opens up. Like Brazil really opened up the last 2-3 weeks I was there. And when I got to Thailand, my boy was like, man, I don't think you're feeling Thailand. I was like, bro, I'm just now, you know what I'm saying? Like getting right. Because I was really in Brazil. I was going to all the places that the locals go to. This is a whole different vibe in Copacabana, And I'm sure you can attest to that too. When you go outside the tourist area, it's just a different energy, different vibe. Things tend to be more genuine. Right? People are trying to rip you off, especially in countries where you blend in. That's the best thing. When you blend in, they can't really tell, but they'll know when you talk to them. But you blend in Brazil, you blend in pretty much all over South America in general. It's a different experience altogether.
Sweet.
Well, bro, I know you got things to do, man. I know it's evening time. We're gonna get your party on and everything. I appreciate you coming on the show, giving us that information, man. This is a long-awaited interview. I appreciate that, bro.
It's all good. Anytime, player. Anytime.
All right, man. We gotta do that Patreon soon, bro. Because everybody want to see the receipts, but bro, I can't show the receipts, man. It's YouTube.
Hey,
I can't show the receipts.
just let me know, man. Just let me know, man. It's whatever I hear, man. It's like whatever I hear is whatever you want, man. It's whatever you want, man. Just let me know.
That's what's up, man. All I can say, it was the most amazing bodies I ever seen. And Brazil, guys used to get on me because I used to be like, I like a little woman with a little meat on her, right? A little, I'm from the South, you know what I'm saying? I like a little petite woman too, but I like a little, she ain't got to have a six pack. In Brazil, they just super in shape, bro. Like they ain't got not 1 inch of fat on their body. You pinch their body, you just all muscle, right? So what I saw from your receipts, from your pictures, they got, they in shape, but they got a little of that, you know what I'm saying?
See, but those pictures, those pictures are mixed between like my West Africa trip and East Africa trip. And West Africa, their bodies are a little bit more thicker, natural bodies, more in West Africa, Ghana, Ivory Coast. Here, I kind of like it here more just because of the energy, the vibe. But in general, the girls are a little bit smaller, but it's a big city, so you can find anything you want if you look hard enough here. So, but like West Africa is like boom, boom, boom. They got it like naturally. You see it all the time. Here, you got to look a little bit more for it, to be honest.
Okay, now are you saying that the women in West Africa look better than women in Kenya, or what?
I say the West African women are thicker than Kenyan women. Yeah.
Now, have you been to Mombasa?
Yeah, I've been to Mombasa. I haven't been. I was there like last year. Mombasa is kind of it's cool out there. It's like a quiet beach town. It's like a quiet beach town.
Okay, so somebody asked. My real off asked Mombasa or Nairobi, which city has the best looking women?
Nairobi, hands down. Nairobi, hands down, because it's just more women out here. Like Mombasa is like they got a few clubs here and there. That's a place you take your chick from Nairobi to hang out for like the weekend,
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't base my whole trip going there. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'd rather go to Nairobi and maybe go over there for maybe like 1 day, 1 or 2 days over there. That's it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Well, once again, man, appreciate you coming on the show. I forgot to give a shout out to my dude Big Bass for the intro song. I'm gonna play it before we go. I was having so much going on, but I saw you bob your head. I was bobbing my head too. So shout out to Big Bass. I'm gonna go ahead and play that song once again. Appreciate that, bro. Very good song. Let me play that song. And Juice, appreciate you coming on, bro. Salute. Peace.
All right, player. Holla at you.
BMT.
The black man travel.
I watch my family unravel. With no man, I bought a ticket just to travel. That's the plan, I treat us just like cattle. Understand, you hear that snake tail rattle. In the boat sinking, holding no paddle. In the matrix, wanna treat us like chattel. Where's the queens at that don't wear saddles? BMT, yeah, cause black men matters. How you living, yeah, the black man shot. You keep talking, you think the black man flop. Pick your battles and now this black man's out. Now they hate what comes out of black man's mouth. This is my world, we made it, this is my land. Brazil, Colombia, back to Thailand. You can have it with Satan and do the fire dance. While I'm hopping that flight to do my dance. Catching flights, not feelings, it's a battle. So many sleepless nights, not just Seattle. Hey, the black man climbing up the ladder. Passport, no pookie, dibble and dabble. Black man travels.
Black man travels.
As you can see, I'm repping that BMT.